y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you'll hit that subscribe button and come with us on our journey. So today's video is part 2 of my eyeshadow declutter. Some of these palettes may have been decluttered in a previous declutter, but I put all of my palettes together, even stuff that I had sitting to the side, so that we can get a total count and I can get everything that I need to listed on Mercari to get rid of. So far we have decluttered close to 100 palettes in the first video. All the numbers will come at the end of the palette videos. This might be part 2, there may be a part 3. I don't know, I have a lot. So, disclaimer, I have cats, you will see them in this video, you will hear them in this video. So yeah, and I'm not editing because I really just want to get this up. This is my 3rd time filming it. So, if you want to see what I'm getting rid of, keep watching. Okay, first we're going to start with, none of these will be decluttered. My Cara Beauty is one of my collections that I truly love everything that I have in it. I have decluttered some palettes from here before, and then a couple of them I rebought. So we're not going to declutter stuff that we're going to possibly keep. I have this little 9-pan palette from Shop Miss A. Oh, I forgot I have all those too. Anyway, so the first one I have here from Cara Beauty is Dreamscape. And that is what it looks like. It broke. I don't know when, but it did. But anyway, it's a beautiful palette. So, we'll put that over there. Okay. Then I have, I don't know why I kept the boxes of these. Oh, I'm going to get rid of them this time. So this is the Flower After Hours palette. And that is what that looks like. If I don't get that, the cats will. Okay, next I have Life of the Fiesta. Lord have mercy. That is what this one looks like. If you have not tried Cara Beauty, their products are really, really good. Very pigmented. Easy to use. Hold on. I have a cat trying to knock everything over. Say hi, Miss Peanut. No. This is before the party. And that is what that looks like. Yes, I highly recommend Cara. One of my favorite brands. Then I have these. These palettes are great. The pressed glitter in these are good. This is Free Spirit Wild Heart. And that's what that looks like. This is Bailey versus Kaylee. And that is that palette. Daydreamer and Night Thinker. That palette. And this one is Let There Be Magic. I love the artwork on some of their palettes. And that is that one. Now, I had sold some to these sets, and I'll probably end up getting them back, but Girls Just Want to Have Sun. Looks like that. Summer Stunna. Looks like that. Orange Pop. I sold the green one because I really don't wear green that much. And then Purple Haze. Then I have these 3. Okay, this is Escape the Ordinary. Beyond the Sky. Never Ending Paradise. Then I have these 3 small ones. This is With You. And that's what the packaging looks like. Daydream. I have cat hair. That is what that looks like. Wildflower. And that is that palette. Then I have quite a few of their big palettes also. But I have this one. It is Make a Statement, Bright and Brilliant. Okay, this is what this palette looks like. It's got a bronzer and a highlighter. I'm out of room. And then this one is Glam on the Go. And that's what that looks like. And this one has a blush and a bronzer in it. Oops, sorry guys. Okay, I'm going to get all these out of their cartons and I'll be right back. Okay, these are all their Cara Duo palettes. I don't have them in order right here, but we'll just go through them. So this is the first one. This is Say Hello. That is what that looks like. This is Right the Wave. Oop, wrong end. Jab my finger in it. Lord have mercy, y'all. Then From Miami to the Bahamas. As you can tell, I haven't filmed in a long time. This is Cool Whatever. This is volume 22. I haven't been telling you guys what volume they are. I apologize. This is Pro 19, Very Good. That is what that looks like. This is Moving Slow. There's Mauve shades. This is Like Totally, volume 17. That is what that looks like. Come on, show the shades. Volume 16, Cleo Queen. That is what that looks like. Good Goddess Nem, volume 15. Let's see if I can do it. There you go. Volume 14 is Time Traveler. And that is beautiful. The next one is Mind Trap, which is volume 13. It's a beautiful rainbow palette. As if I don't have enough in my collection of them. Then Pro 12. Some of these palettes were sent to me by my bestie Renee. I will have her linked in the description box. This is the Essentials. Pro 11 is Gentle Teaser. This one has a broken shade in it. But that's what that looks like. Pro 10 is the Havana Club. And that is what that looks like. Pro 9, You Had Me at Aloha. That is also a beautiful bright palette. Shades of Me is Pro 25. I believe this is the last one that came out. It's an all matte palette. Then we have Soleil Blaze. And it looks like that. Then I have this one called Hello Honey. That is that palette. And that is what that one looks like. So that is my Cara Beauty collection. Well, let me get this cleaned up. Oh, I have one more. One more. See if I can get to it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And that is Vacation Mood. That is what that looks like. And I will be decluttering that one because I don't need that one. So let me get this cleaned up and we're going to go into my next biggest collection, which is sea color, which I will not be getting rid of. Maybe I'll show you some in my declutter bucket in between. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay, I have this 80-gallon tub over here full of stuff. Like I said, some of these may have been in a past declutter, but I currently just have everything together. Some of this is already listed on Mercari. So if you see something you like, go check out over there. Because that's where they're listed. Okay. So, one of the palettes that I am decluttering is the Beauty Crop. This one is called Sun Gazing. Looks like that. Daydreaming. These are all from the Beauty Crop. Looks like that. And Stargazing. That looks like that. So those are all decluttered. Then I have a bunch of the Dose of Colors. They're all throughout the thing, but I have most of them. I have Pretty Cool. Looks like that. Decluttered. Sassy Sienna. Blushing Berries. Snow Angels. The kittens are all fighting on the bed, so don't mind that. And then I have some more from Beauty Creations. I have the Cali Chic. Looks like that. And the Cali Set. Looks like that. Some of these are up on Mercari. Some will be going up on Mercari. I don't know. But these are all decluttered. The Pure Festival palette. The Flesh palette. Looks like this. The Sakura and Sage palette. Looks like that. I will be doing some bundles on there too, because I think that's a good way to get rid of some stuff. I love Sarai. Never been used. The Golden palette from Sea Color. The Violet Voss Essentials palette. These are all declutters. Trending in Tokyo. I just don't need 10 million rainbow palettes. The Clay palette, which is a dupe for a Too Faced, I believe. This is a Sea Color palette. The Melt She's in Parties. I just couldn't get this palette to work for me. Then I have the Storybook Cosmetics Fairy Tale palette. I did a look with this palette, wasn't impressed. Okay. The Ace Beauté Essential, what is it called? Classical Paradise. Declutter. Okay, I wish I could just show you the bucket. There's so much in it. The Makeup Revolution Alexis Stone palette. Face palette. The Blossom Classics from Ace Beauté. The Rachel Leary small palette from Makeup Revolution. The big palette is also in there. For declutter, these are from the brand Color Story that you can get at Target. This is Karma declutter. Velvet Rose, and Decadence. those are all Declutter. When I tell you I got a full bucket of makeup over here, I do. Okay, I have BH Cosmetics Fairy Lights. That is what that palette looks like. Cara Beauty Midnight Garden. And that is what that looks like. The BH Cosmetics Opalescent palette looks like that. The Sea Color Twilight palette looks like that. The Sweet Pinks by Juvia's Place. This palette makes me look like I'm sick, so that's why I'm decluttering it. The Naturals by Profusion. Declutter. The Cremated palette by Jeffree Star. Everyone knows what that looks like. The Rachel Leary The Big palette from Revolution. Looks like that. You got a full face thing in there too. The Morphe and Jeffree Star palette. Decluttered. You can be fruit pie filling. Looks like that. That is also decluttered. Okay, we've got Miss Bliss from ColourPop. Looks like this. Declutter. Meant to Be. Looks like that. Declutter. In a Trance. Decluttered. I already decluttered the other two of these I had, but these are up on Macari. It's the Kaleidos. This is the Futurism Electro Turquoise. Looks like that. Some of these they discontinued. The Futurism Cyber Bronze. Looks like that. And the Kaleidos Astro Pink, which looks like that. These are all decluttered. Then I have the Jaclyn and Morphe Hill Bling Boss. Looks like that. The Ring the Alarm. Looks like that. These are from Pretty Vulgar. This is the Pretty Birdie. Looks like that. And then the Nightingale, which looks like that. And the Ciate London New England palette. Looks like that. So those are some of the declutters. Let me get these put back in the buckets and we'll go back to the Sea Color. Okay, now we're going on to Sea Color, which I have quite a bit of theirs. I have almost their site still in my collection. You know what we can do real quick though? We can do my melt palettes because I will be keeping these. I have the Melt Smoke Sessions. I believe this is the Vita palette. And the Muerte palette. 27. And Rust. So those are my melt palettes. Okay, now we'll get into, let's go through these because I'm gonna declutter all of these. So we'll get through these. This is, no, yeah, that's a keep. Okay. So I'm going to be getting rid of my Nomad Berlin palette. Just never use it. The Hip Dot SpongeBob palette. Looks like that. The Hip Dot C Note palette. Looks like that. So those are all declutters. Yeah. Let's get that pile out of the way. Okay. And let's see, we got a couple more down here. This is another Hip Dot. Looks like that. This is the Zion palette. Declutter. This is the Hip Dot Flower Burst. Looks like that. That's a declutter. And the Ace Beauté Slice of Paradise. Looks like that. And that is a declutter. Okay, now we can get on to C color because I have tons of those. Okay, so the first ones we have here are the unisex palettes. I don't know why I keep the boxes for some stuff, not others. So unisex 1 looks like that. Some of these are dupes for Jeffree Star's palette. Then I have unisex 2. As you can tell, I haven't even used any of these. For shame. Looks like that. All this packaging for what? The unisex 3 looks like that. And unisex 4. Ooh, we got a Birkin shade, so we'll be gentle showing that. Yeah, these C Color is one of my favorite dupe brands. Now, I know a lot of people don't like dupe brands because they feel like they steal creativity, and you're right, but some of us can't afford $65 and $80 for a palette, but we like the color story. So C Color makes it to where that's possible. So that's why I support them. Okay, my little rant. Again, I buy makeup, not people. Okay, this is Purple Rain, which is a dupe for the Bloodlust palette. I got Milky Way, which is a dupe for the Huda Naughty palette, I believe. I have Grab Crystal Pink, which is a dupe for the Rose Quartz. Chestnut Swirl. I don't believe that's a dupe for anything yet. Peaches and Cream. Then I'll have the C Color Spice palette. I have the C Color Galaxy palette, which is a dupe for the Mercury Retrograde. I have the Lust in Paradise palette. This is a dupe for the Natural Lust by Too Faced. Okay, we've got palettes everywhere. This is the Natasha, a dupe for the Natasha Denona Tropical, but this is called Tropical. And that is what that looks like. This is called Nightfall. It is a dupe for the Huda Rose Gold. This is Sundown, is the name of this one. It's also a dupe for a Huda. This is the Savannah palette, which is a dupe for, I believe, the Biba or the Safari. Okay. Then I have the Cherry palette, which, yep, you guessed, the dupe for the Naked Cherry palette, and it does smell like cherries. This is the Seaside palette, which is a dupe for one of the Urban Decay palettes, and it looks like that. Then I have the Feverish, which is a dupe for the Sultry palette, the Juicy palette, which is for a dupe for Kylie's Summer palette. This is the Frost. Looks like that. Whimsical. Looks like that. Fairy Tale, which is a dupe for the Too Faced Clover palette. And then a Fairy Tale 2, which is a dupe for one of the pumpkin collab palettes. Then I have Festival, which is a dupe for a Norvina palette. And then I have Violet Festival, which is also a dupe for a Norvina palette. Norvina. Okay. Then I have, these are, how many pans? These are all 14 pan palettes, and they're beautiful. This one is called Fiesta All Day. This one is called Dope. It is Laura Lee's Nudie Patootie palette. Dope. This is Dusk Till Dawn. This is a Jackie Aina dupe. Glamour is the name of this one. This is a ABH dupe. Neutral Instinct. And this is called Cabana. This is a dupe for the Riviera palette. Empowered Excellence. Sierra. Looks like that. Jungle Fever. This was a dupe color story to the Bretman Rock palette with Wet n Wild. Be Bold and Beautiful. Looks like that. Glamorous, which is a dupe for a Natasha Denona Glam palette. What that looks like. Autumn. Looks like that. I believe this is a dupe too, but I haven't gotten into that one yet. This is Sublime. And that's what that one looks like. Heavenly Rose. And that is that color story. Then I have two small ones. One is completely busted, a shimmer shade, so I'm not going to open it. But this is a San Francisco Around the City. And this is LA. And those, I believe that's all my sea color. Yeah, I've got palettes everywhere. So next we're going to move on to this shelf. Let me swap these out and we'll keep going. Okay, we're going to do some Declutter palettes real quick. So we can, you know, do some keep, do some get rid of. This is the OPV Spotlight. That is what that looks like. This gives me Born to Run vibes for Urban Decay. Okay, and then the Color Festival palette looks like that. Declutter. Delancey Avocado Green. I have dogs, sorry. Looks like that. Eye Catching Chili. Looks like that. Shades of Rose. This is from Be Bella. That is what that looks like. Hikari Butterfly Palette. Packaging is absolutely stunning. And that's what that looks like. The Jingle eyeshadow palette looks like that. And that is what that palette looks like. Beautiful in Barcelona. Looks like that. Summer in Saint-Tropez. And looks like that. And these are all declutters. Okay, now I'm going to go through some of my other collection. I have all the Norvina palettes, and they will all be staying. I have the Norvina Volume 1. Looks like that. The Volume 2, which my cats knocked off and broke a couple shades. Looks like that. Volume 3 looks like this. Volume 4 looks like that. Volume 5 is beautiful. And Volume 6. Volume 5 I think is my favorite. And that is all my Norvina palette. Go back there so my cats don't break them. Then I have the Tati Beauty palette, which I of course will be keeping. Then I have some palettes from Blend Bunny. And this is the Blend palette. The Surge. Looks like that. The Dollhouse. And looks like that. Then I have some from Be Perfect. I have the Carnival Pro by Stacey Marie. Looks like that. I have the Carnival 3, which looks like that. I have the dupe from W7 for the Carnival, and it looks like that. And then I have the Carnival, the Antidote palette. I'm not picking up this year's because they look too much like the other ones. But that is that one. I have the broken shade right there. So those will all be kept for now. Okay, next I'm going to go into my Natasha Denona and their dupes that I have from Alter Ego. Now, Alter Ego by no means duplicates the formula, okay? By no means. They do duplicate the shades. That's about it. I do like Alter Ego's formula, but nobody can beat my Natasha Denona. And I've got a few palettes that I'm waiting to see if they go on sale for Black Friday that I want to pick up. So, first with my Natasha Denona, I have the Love palette. I have the Retro. We have a cat coming into frame. And that. The Zendo. The Glam. The Bronze. And the Metropolis. As you can tell, I like this palette. Okay, so then I have Alter Ego. The first two I'm going to show you are just palettes. This is supposed to be, but it's not, a dupe for one of Pat McGrath. This is the Luster palette. Now this is a beautiful palette and it performs great, but no dupe. This is the Daydream palette. I believe this is a Huda dupe. Then I have the Artemis palette. It looks like this. Then I have the Aurora. the Sahara, the Canyon. I will be getting back into my dupe videos. Shadow Kiss. I've had a few of you ask me about them. The Blooms. And Goddess. Those are those palettes. Now I have a few Tarte here. These will be keeps. This is the Tartlet in Bloom. The Tartlet Little Toasted. They smell good. Tartlet Little Juicy. And the Tarteist Pro Remix. And I will be keeping those. Okay, now I have some Milani palettes. These are no longer available, but I'm not getting rid of them. The Bold Obsessions. These were such great quality. I don't know why they got rid of them. The Soft and Sultry. The Pure Passion. And those are all keep. I still have a whole bucket of Declutter, so let's grab some more out and declutter. Okay, so I have these 3 Revolution palettes I am decluttering. This is Reloaded Iconic Fever, Iconic Vitality, and Neutrals 2. Those are all decluttered. Then I have some cargo palettes here. This is the Chill in the 6 eyeshadow palette. It looks like that. It's a beautiful little cool tone palette. I have the Cargo Namaste. Looks like that. The Cargo You Had Me at Aloha. And the Emerald City. And I will be decluttering those. Okay, I am decluttering We Shall Not Name, the Jeffree Star palette. The Profusion Confidence palette. The I Seek palette. This is a brand on Amazon. And that is what that palette looks like. I have a Cara Beauty Berry Good palette. It's not open, so I'm going to keep it that way. The Fiery by Beauty Bay. 16 pan. I have the big ones, so I don't need that one. This is from C Color. It is all shimmer palette. Just don't need it. Then the BH Cosmetics Santa Fe palette. Declutter. Take Me to Ibiza. Brand new, never used. Declutter. This was a dupe off of Amazon for Jaclyn Hill's palette. Then I have a Modern Dreamer, still in the packaging. The Olivia palette from Beauty Creations. The Elsa palette from Beauty Creations. The Golden State from Lurella. These are all declutters. So those are some declutters, and more declutters. We have declutters everywhere. We have keeps everywhere. We have makeup everywhere. Be right back. Okay. We have the Nubian 2 being decluttered. The Melt, which one is this? Impulsive, being decluttered. The Oaklawn Metal Matte, which was a dupe for Kat Von D's Metal Matte. The BH Zodiac palette. the Love Signs palette. This Profusion Frostbite palette. Never been used. And the Morphe 39A palette. I have to keep this because it has the shade names on it. Those are all declutters. So I'm looking and I have two. These two are full of small palettes, so I'm going to do that in a separate video. And I have a drawer over here, I believe, but for the most part the big part of my collection is gone through. So I'm going to end this video here. I will pin a comment in the comment section letting you know how many we kept, how many we got rid of, and then I will do another video with any other palettes that I find and my small palettes, which is probably about 150 or so of them in there. So yeah, so and I still have about 20 in my declutter bucket that I just didn't show, but I will put the numbers up. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see the numbers, make sure you're subscribed, and also wait for part 3. Part 3 will be all of my small palettes, which are usually 9-pan and under, is what I call small palette. So if you want to see those, make sure you're subscribed. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I know I have more makeup than any one person should have. I am aware of that. But anyway, just to let you know, I'm aware. So anyway, until next time, ladies and gents, let's build each other up, be proud of who you are, and always stay beautiful. Much love.